Not much has changed.
No.
Somehow we didn't have time or something to do a podcast. What happened last weekend?
If you're viewing this, we might be dead. Just kidding.
Well, deep.
I know, I'm just kidding. We're still alive. Why didn't we? I think last weekend, just because we were busy. Busy last weekend. No, I think it's just because a lot of, like, maybe Nick was around and we felt weird. Like, just like talking, recording.
That could have been
stuff
it.
Going on. I don't know.
Yeah. I can't remember. I don't know why, but you're probably right.
Yeah.
So, we still, I guess, I don't know. This is weird to do. It's fine to do right now because it's just you and I, but
it feels weird when you've got someone watching or listening. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So we generally like to do this when we're alone. Yep. So
Except for Jude.
But
we're in quarantine now.
Mm-hmm.
We have all the time in the world.
Yep. And it doesn't feel much different.
No.
We've been stuck at home and...
Kind of, though. I mean, we've gone to the store a couple times.
Yeah.
It doesn't really feel like we're locked in, you know? But
no, not yet. No. But we're used to this. I'm in grad school. Kirsten's married to me, so she's in grad school by proxy.
By default.
And, yeah. There's not a whole lot of socializing and out there doing stuff.
Right.
We'll do stuff together, but, yeah, as far as social distancing goes...
We're doing it.
Yeah, we've been doing it. So, pretty cool. I mean, it's not cool, but at least it's not something we're suffering from.
Yeah. No, not at all. That's actually, yeah. So how deep are we in now? The coronavirus pandemic 2020. I've heard that it's supposed to go on for months still, like that it's, but I've been like kind of looking at more and more articles about it and how it's not so much that like we're trying to keep people from getting sick, but trying to limit the amount of people that are sick at once. That's like what it's about right now.
Sure. That makes sense.
Like hospitals and stuff. I know like in China, they were building like hospitals just to house and keep the quarantine people in and stuff. So that's why like right now I know Chicago's on lockdown. Mm-hmm. California's on lockdown.
Yep. I heard New York is also.
Yeah, New York. And it's strange like that. Everything is just closed essentially. And I don't know. Yeah. And then there was the people in Florida, the partying people. Yeah. Spring break.
Interesting perspective, but I mean, they're young. And that's how a lot of young people think.
Yeah. I don't care. I'm going to go party. Nothing's going to stop me from partying. I mean,
we could probably all think of a time where we had a stubborn mentality about something that now just doesn't make sense why we were stubborn about it. Maybe.
I just party at home.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No spring break for us.
No. It's essentially spring break. I feel like all the kids are out of school though, right?
Yeah.
They're all like homeschooled right now?
Until April 17th. Yeah. So I heard that they were given homework packets to do.
Yeah.
And then starting like next week or something, they're going to do stuff digitally. Yeah.
I wonder how they can say like April 17th and then just like, I don't know. I imagine it's going to get pushed back. Like that's like 3 weeks away, maybe.
They said at the very soonest, April 17th. So it seems like they're kind of prepared and thinking about the possibility of if they need to cancel like the rest of the school year or move this semester to summer.
Yeah.
I think so.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm thankful that I already do school online.
Yeah.
See, even less
everything
has
is so, I work from home anyways. I love like I said before, we use this chat system. Like everyone in the company has, they can use the chat system and people before all of this were like, wouldn't it be nice if we could work from home because like we want to blah, blah, blah and blah, blah, blah. And I remember one of the big ones, like I want to adopt a dog, but I need to be around, blah, blah, blah. And now they're all working from home. Like obviously Chicago is one of our headquarters. So everyone's just at home now.
Yeah.
And they're posting all pictures of themselves and their dogs working from bed and stuff. And I'm just like, you fools, don't do that. You can do it, but don't share
show
the
it
evidence.
off. Yeah.
It's like, that's the quickest way to get that privilege taken away.
Revoked, yeah.
But yeah, it's
crazy. A good time to display that you can do a lot of these jobs from home, though.
Right, exactly.
I mean, think of all the money that they'd save on like leasing office space.
Why is this so loose? Sorry.
Is that front part still loose?
I don't know. I just like accidentally knocked it over with my hands.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, B, if you want to talk for a second, I will fix this.
It's fixed. Very good.
No, it's the thing. It's this part.
Oh no, it's not bothering me enough that we need to like stop and adjust it.
It's okay, fine. I wasn't going to say we'd stop, but I would fix it.
It's okay.
But yeah. Yeah, you can do a lot from home.
Yeah. That's what we basically did before, like you were saying, working from home, and even your job in the past, like if you've been sick or whatever, working from home, and our lives are already basically just being at home. So nothing's really changed too much.
Yeah. I mean, I worked from home this week and I was actually really busy all week with work, and I worked today too. So it was a 6-day week, but, I was able to do it from home successfully, I would say. I had a pretty good response from the people that I spoke with yesterday and today, like virtually. So
yeah,
seems like it's not the end of the world, but it's also a good time to try something, you know. And like you were saying, getting a dog and raising a dog right now, I mean, it really does. Like I think about us going to the Humane Society and just taking pictures of.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
dogs.
Us going to the Humane Society and bringing home dogs.
You know, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't split the amount of love that I have for our pup. It wouldn't be fair.
Yeah.
There's just so much that flows out of my heart into her.
Yeah.
That I couldn't trade. So anyway, yeah, I was just saying, like, because animals need a home, and now wouldn't be the worst time to get a new
I remember
pup.
What I was gonna say is that I saw somewhere that like there was some prediction of people having babies, like lots of babies.
Oh yeah,
and
I could see that.
Like there was something else. Maybe it was pretty dark, like people being depressed.
Divorce.
Divorce. Sorry, divorce and babies. Yeah, I think that's what it was. That other one was just, I'm sure depressed people are having a really hard time right now with quarantining. But divorce and babies, because if you actually are quarantined and you're with someone you don't like, it's like, or you have babies.
It makes sense. Both of those make sense. I wouldn't want to do either of those. But
I'm good.
And yeah, especially with the uncertainty of the economy, having a baby.
Food babies.
Yeah, I could have a food baby, but having a baby sounds
awful.
Yeah, it sounds like a stretch.
Yeah.
Not knocking on people who want to do it, though. Just saying. We don't want to do it, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The food thing too, like all of the stores not having like anything. I went on Friday, but that was because it was supposed to snow, and they predicted, I think, a lot more snow than what we got, and it might have been down to the fact that it was very wet snow. So it like, instead of being like fluffy big snow, but the amount of food, it like toilet paper even, that's crazy. It's so dumb. It's just dumb. But I bought a bunch of like junk food to kind of make up for the stuff that I normally get not being there. And so I feel like just sitting around, I want to eat all of the food. Like I ate a pizza. I bought ice cream. We haven't had ice cream in probably like close to a year. Like ice cream that we bought from the store and put in our freezer,
Yeah.
Like we've gotten ice cream out, but like not something that we were like, oh, this would be good later. I mean, that was me. But I mean, I bought a bunch of junk, like pizza rolls. When was the last time I had pizza rolls? Like what? And I guess it's just, there was no chicken. Obviously couldn't make pot pie. There's no stuff to make, no sausage for lasagna. Just when I make, I could make meatloaf because I grabbed one of the last beef, not ground beef, ground like elk or bison or something. I got eggs. There was only 2 carton things of eggs left last time I went, and I grabbed one of them.
It's hard out there.
It's weird.
People are scared.
Yeah.
Buying up everything. I mean, we just need peanut butter, really.
Peanut butter and bananas, which there was no bananas even when I went on Friday.
We have a lot, though, luckily, now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Peanut butters, bananas, and almond milk. We could probably live on that, but it is...
we should live on that.
Yeah, maybe.
After we get through all the food. Oh, yeah, I got the pasta, like the filled pastas.
Oh,
they were
yum. Yeah,
out
that's
of
right.
Pasta.
That's right.
That will be good. Maybe we could have that later.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm pretty full from cheese curds.
Yeah, cheese curds. Yes. I was thinking about the ice cream, and
that sounds
you're
good,
right.
Though.
We just haven't had it in a long time, and luckily I haven't craved it in a long time, which is awesome. Maybe that was like the November thing or December. No, yeah, because we didn't do sugar.
No sugar.
Or alcohol.
Oh yeah, we need to do that
December.
again. That was good.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we kind of do it. We eat salt.
We need salt.
No, we eat salt.
Oh yeah, we
eat
eat
are
salt.
salt people more than sugar people.
Sorry. Yeah. I go up and down, but that's the thing is like lately, like I was saying, when I had like rice cakes, banana, honey, and then I ended up making popcorn directly after that. Like my brain lately has wanted one or the other, but like both. It needs both, maybe not at the same time, but I'd like have a really hard time making up my mind lately which one sounds better. So the ice cream is probably a subconscious thing, just my body saying like you need to eat some ice cream. And then now I'll just go back to savory everything.
Yeah.
Well, that ice cream looks really good too.
It does look really good.
It's cheesecake.
Like
what is it
layered.
called? Talenti or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
That brand. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks really good.
Oh, so good.
Multiple layers.
Maybe I'll eat that tonight for dinner.
Maybe.
Cheese curds.
Yeah, we'll see. Cheese curds
Culver's.
got me pretty full, and
Sorry,
we didn't even finish.
No.
Like,
I was
half
like,
of
let's
it.
get 2 larges because I'm going to eat a lot. But then I think I ate a majority of I ate half of each of them, and you had just like 1 or 2.
No, you were eating out of one, and I was eating out of the other bag.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I know, but it's okay. I noticed.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we left today. We're about to leave to go to the store, and I hadn't eaten yet, so of course I'm proposing things like Five Guys or Garbanzo or something delicious, and it looked like Garbanzo's was closed anyhow, but luckily I did the move of drinking a smoothie before we left, which then helped quell my desire for really anything else, but we got the cheese curds.
We probably could have not gotten the cheese curds. I'm sorry for that, but
that's okay.
I mean, we'll give them to Kyle. He'll eat them.
Yeah. Don't have to eat all of them.
So good.
Yeah. They are good. But yeah, the diet's been a little off lately. But
that'll be easy to
we'll
fix.
Be okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. I'm thankful that we can work out.
Yeah.
A lot of
That's
people
another
can't.
big one. Yeah. I've already seen, I don't really have many friends on Facebook, but I think even 1 or 2 random people maybe have been doing at home workout little video things. So I think that's going to be a big thing now. If
that's what I was saying to you.
Yeah. The thing is,
you kind of already do. It's just a very sped up version of it.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, but the thing is a lot of people don't have a squat rack or have weights.
But some people do. A kettlebell? That's not too uncommon.
No, I should just put together a little workouts and be like, look, you can do this from home, and then just slow it down.
And there's tons of cardio stuff that you can do without a treadmill or a bike. I mean, we did all that stuff in jiu-jitsu and wrestling warm-ups, like just moving or high knees, like running in circles, There's some effective exercises, and I know a lot of people feel a bit lost without being able to work out, because once you're in that routine for so long, it feels strange to stop or just not do it. Yeah. And we know, but I mean, research shows that it.
Are you laughing? Is it me just saying yeah? Yeah.
It was like, and we know, yeah.
Well, I was just agree. I know where you're going with that if you don't work out, like it mentally.
Wow, you did know where.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Okay,
I'm paying attention. You weren't going on one of your like business spiels where I get like kind of zoned out and bored.
Yeah. So you're right. Mental health gets affected as well. So sorry to those who can't work out right now. Our schedule is continuing as is.
Damn.
Oh.
Ooh, what was that?
It's our roommate.
Oh.
Let's see what Nick has to say.
Nice. I was just gonna say something, but I forgot.
Let's see.
Something about working out. Oh, cardio. I've been doing cardio every single day for the last, I couldn't even tell you, but I took the day off. I just did the workout because I've been doing the weight workouts and then cardio on top of that, and didn't do cardio today. It's a good day for a break, though.
Yeah. I did some, but I usually don't.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Nice. Kind of balance out.
Yeah. I need it, though. I do. You don't.
I do.
No. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's life. So life really hasn't changed much.
No.
We've been hanging out per usual. I've been not making I haven't really been taking many pictures or making much stuff lately. But
this week there's something, and this is something that you'll probably realize, and a lot of people will realize, that working from home, you spend all day at home, you just get used to it. And then when work is done, it almost seems like you're already where you were working, and you just kind of lose motivation to get a lot of stuff done. I think you're just kind of I've been here all day. I don't know how to explain it, but I definitely noticed that just working at home, is that if I want to get something done, it's got to be the early afternoon. Otherwise, after 5 o'clock, I just kind of want to chill now, I don't know.
That makes sense. I mean, yeah,
you worked all day at home, and then to try and pick something up and do it. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just lazy.
You're staying late at the office to do something extra.
That maybe if it was a fun hobby that you really enjoyed, I could see that maybe if you had to go out and do something, or maybe even not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just lazy, so that's that.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe we both are, but school's back, so I'm doing that. That's not too tough, but yeah, I've been more focused on the business stuff.
Yeah.
I really have been ingesting a lot less plain entertainment, comedy stuff, and listening to boring stuff.
That's right. You were talking about that last time briefly, I think. How you are watching informational, or maybe we talked about this just on our own, videos and stuff on business and things like that, instead of watching stand up or whatever funny.
Yeah, maybe it was. I mean, I definitely could have talked about it. I've been doing it for a little while, and a
lot of people do that. They watch and listen to things that benefit their mind instead of
yes, instead of this.
Yeah, instead of this. Exactly.
Yeah, but that's I don't know. I've got really interested in it, but I think one thing that might disconnect a lot of people from actually chasing a goal is the idea of what do I really love to do?
Yeah.
And what would I actually
Knitting.
love to do? I mean, and I guess if you really want to go after a business idea, unless it's just like, I want to go after this business idea because I want to make money, then you kind of run into the, like, if I don't really love it, am I going to want to get up and go do it? So, yeah, I've been listening to this information stuff for a while, but it took until like earlier this week to actually have an idea of something that I would really like to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I liked your idea. Is that what you want to do instead of like car stuff? Like
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, it only
Sweet.
costs $12 a year to keep the domain name that I got, which is autoexposuremedia.com. And I
Was
like
that what you ended up going with?
For the car one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so I mean, it's a really good name in my opinion. So I'm going to hang on to that for $12 a year. Yeah.
That's cool.
I
like that.
And auto exposure is a camera function as well. So
auto
that's
like cars.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And exposure like good.
Look at my cars.
Media. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like that name. I feel fortunate that my brain was able to get me that domain, but then I came up with that other idea, and I told you, I was like, as we were falling asleep.
And you were like, remind me tomorrow, and I definitely didn't.
Yep. I was like, I hope I remember this tomorrow. Maybe you'll help me remember it, but if I don't remember it, then it's not that good of an idea anyway. And I couldn't sleep.
You remember your ideas, and I remember my dreams.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So I couldn't sleep, and I kept thinking about it, and I kept like thinking about where I could go with this idea. And since then, I've been chipping away at the shins.
Yep. I like your idea. I think it's cool. I think it'll be nice.
I should share it, yeah? Is that boring?
No.
Oh, that's boring.
I fell asleep a little bit at the idea of it, but it's not that boring. I mean, it's a cool idea. Go ahead.
I like it.
Share it. Share it with
the world. It's pretty simple. So,
share it with Jesse.
Hey, Jesse.
Hi.
I'll probably play video games with you shortly and tell you about this idea before you hear it here. But just so you know. Yeah, so the business is called Story to Record. And the idea is that I would meet with older adults.
Ooh, here's the thing too, though. Real quick, you could branch this out to many people.
Yeah.
It could just be, yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
So.
Like any age.
Yes. I've thought about that too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But I would want to nail it down like awesome with older adults.
Yeah.
And then go from there. So Story to Record will be a business that focuses on recording life stories of older adults. I would meet with them. I would be off camera and you wouldn't hear me, but I would record older adults' life stories. And if they stumble, I could prompt them with questions. And if I ask a question, I'll just have the question appear on the screen rather than hearing me say it. And then it'll go back into them talking and sharing their life story. So I feel like that's a solid idea.
And older people really like you.
And I like older people a lot. So
me too.
Yeah. I mean, I just thought I thought about this idea when I was first coming up with ideas for podcasts. And then I thought how would I achieve this without interfering with some sort of privacy issue. But I mean, if they know about it and they want to do it, and Story to Record would be something that they would be paying to do.
It's kind of this reminds me too. I think we were talking about this once when we were walking around Denver. Was that the People of New York thing? The guy that took pictures of people and then just post some little random life snippet.
Mm-hmm.
This is like that in a way, but more focused on something and more detailed and more thorough. It sounds really cool. You should definitely do pictures along with videos, you know.
Yes. So my idea, thank you, B. Your head is where it needs to be. So
huh? That's always yours.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, so I thought about that. I would come up with packages, and then I would also have like an a la carte menu, and people could be like, I want to do just audio because it costs less than doing audio and video, and then I want like 5 pictures as well on top of that, or I want a drone shot establishing like where the home is so they can see the home as well. Do they want 1 camera or 2 cameras? So like I'm thinking about like, yeah, how this, do they want better lights? Do they want like extra lighting equipment, you know? So yeah, just thinking about all the little things that could be offered. And I figure I mean, I really like working with older adults, and when I was interning at an assisted living facility,
they really
and
liked you.
Meeting with them, I mean, yeah.
There's
just a respect. I respect them, and I'm very interested in what they have to say and share. And that book that I read of one of the residents, their experience in World War II is, it's just really moving stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they've lived so long that they've got a lot to say and a lot to share. And how cool would that be if I had that of my mom, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's something people would value for sure. And like, you know, generations and family, kind of like we were talking about last time, how like this is just something that someday, you know, our families or not kids, but whoever would want to watch this and see what we were like, or like what we talked about, what changed. Like, I like the ones where I'm clearly mad at you in the first like 5 minutes, and it's just like obvious. And, you know, someone would look at that and be like, wow, they must have had a bad day or something. I don't know. But yeah, I really like the idea. I think it's cool. I definitely want to help with it for sure. You can do all the creative stuff, but if I can just like, you know.
That's the weird part is because you are more creative.
No.
Yes, you are.
All of that, I pooped all of that out. It's
no,
gone,
you didn't.
everything.
You're very artistic and creative.
It's all gone. Pooped it out.
Look at your cool clothes.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I would love to have you a part of that. I'm really thinking about how this will look. And I attribute that to the information that I'm gathering of how to do this, because I wouldn't have had these ideas on my own.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had any like solid entrepreneurial ideas if I hadn't been soaking in this sort of information. But now I have like a very unique niche. If somebody wants that niche, they can come to me.
Is it niche or niche?
I think it just depends where you're from.
I like the word niche better than niche.
It feels better to say niche to me, but yeah. I like the way I'm forced to think about things now, like coming up with a name that's not already taken.
That was a struggle, I feel like, trying to come up with a name.
Yeah, which always is for me, coming up with names for things. But and then thinking about what to do with the logo, learning some color psychology on how to, like, what colors work well for branding towards older adults. Yeah. So there's a lot going on, and it's exciting, but I would like to have you involved because I think my plan for it would be to market it as a company, not market it as me.
Right.
Like, I'm the guy who shows up. I want to make this business to where I could put on a uniform, you could put on a uniform, and somebody down the road who I hire could put on a uniform, go do it, and it's like Comcast.
Right.
You know?
Well, not like Comcast, because Comcast kind of sucks.
But
don't sponsor us, Comcast.
Any company that comes in to fix something in your house, they got the uniform, they show up in the van or whatever, or the truck
with the horns on it.
They show up, they got a badge around their neck on a lanyard, and
that's what you want.
Yep,
lanyard.
That's what I want to do. So
okay,
I'm thinking purple and white, but we'll see.
Cool.
Yeah,
uniform should be all black, and like a vest, a zebra print vest.
No, I'm curious when I just sent out the like background on this company to get a logo made.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say anything about the colors. I'm curious what's going to come back.
But you could probably Photoshop whatever they create to include the colors that you want, right?
I can also have them redo
change it.
Or change it. Yeah.
Nice.
But it'll be interesting to see what that person's thought of what this should look like will be.
I'm excited. What's the turnaround time for that?
5 days.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, you could pay more to have them do it faster, or like if I got a simpler package, it wouldn't have taken as long, but
yeah,
doesn't matter.
Quicker.
Then the next thing is website. Figure out the website, make an LLC for it, and then wait for this coronavirus thing to die down.
If it does.
It
Maybe
will.
we'll all turn into zombies. It'll be like some weird reactive something. Maybe people with some sort of disease already, they get it, and then it turns them into like...
Maybe. But maybe they'll want their stuff recorded. And I can be there with a camera.
As they turn into a zombie. I saw some meme, something about like the people that are getting coronavirus, or the people with the coronavirus that are going out and spreading it are like the people in the zombie movies that get bit but don't tell anyone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're the ones that know it's bad but they don't care, and they don't want anyone to single them out.
I mean, there are probably a lot of people that fall in that category. Yeah,
like terrorists. If you have the coronavirus and you go out there spreading it, you're essentially a terrorist.
A lot of people don't know they have it.
Yeah, but if you do know you have it, that makes you a terrorist.
Oh, yeah. Don't know. I'm not going to respond to that. But,
okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's weird times.
Yeah. But in other news...
away. It's going to go away. This isn't going to be something that lasts forever or kills everyone.
No, of course not. But do you think it'll last like all through summer into fall? Or do you think this is going to end in the next like month?
That I don't know, but...
I tried to Google that and there was no definite answer.
Yeah. And I don't know. You know, the information that I have is based on hearsay because I don't watch the news because it's not good for me.
Well, we don't have the news.
Yeah, but I could look it up, but I choose not to. And
China.
I hear things from other people.
Me.
So
China.
Yeah, I don't know. Last I heard, Josh, my brother, said that some of the emergency hospitals that they were putting up in China, they were starting to close because it was becoming less of a prominent issue there.
I feel like I saw that somewhere too, but then I read something about how some of these good news things that are spreading about how it's getting better are false. Like
no dolphins in the canals?
Yeah, like
Venice?
that stuff, and like the elephants and the monkeys and like... Well, I don't know what's fake and what's not. I've seen everything that's out there. So honestly, I don't think anyone really knows what's going on, but...
Yeah. It is interesting, though, if that stuff is real. I mean, that's a pretty quick turnaround for wildlife to be like, well, we're coming back.
Think about, like, with everything shut down in the businesses. This was another thing I saw. Someone was just like, imagine if just, like, all of China or, like, you know, even an entire state just, like, turned off all of their, you know, electricity, turn off all the signs. Because, you know, obviously places leave the signs on just for advertising, but if everyone just turned it all off, even for like a couple hours, like what that could do pollution wise, like clearing things up a little bit, it's just pretty, it's kind of like this, it sucks a lot for many people, I'm sure, but the benefits of, like, you know, being clearing out benefits, and exactly.
I wonder,
like the plague.
Yeah, I mean, with a lot less production and people working from home, I would imagine there would be less
gas, less driving,
trash, all sorts of things. So
more trash, less on the road.
I don't know, because like you could be in an office and just
trash,
like you're throwing away materials and I don't know, but it would be interesting to know if some of that stuff is real, because you know it seems like even with deer and elk,
Yeah.
If they're hunted in one area, they typically stay away from that area.
Yeah.
But some places they know they're safe, like Estes, and they just walk around.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I keep like looking this way because that's the window that's open.
Mm-hmm.
I know in like past podcasts, sometimes this window is open or I'm just looking outside.
Yeah.
But I catch myself, I keep staring this way and it's just because the window is open.
Do you want me to open that one too?
No, it's fine.
I could.
No, that's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You
Anyway.
can get alcohol to go now.
Yeah, that's
Drinks,
right. In Colorado,
drinks,
they're
cars.
allowing you to do takeout cocktails.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Annoying. Is that a bad noise?
I don't know. I just don't know what to do with it.
Sorry. That was my excitement. I mean, I wouldn't ever spend money on alcohol to go, like drinks like that. I just make it at home in bulk with the right ingredients if I really wanted like a mixed drink. You know what I mean? And it's kind of interesting that I wonder if they have that law in other states that are locked, shut down. Because Colorado, you can still go out and, grab things, go to the store, where there are a couple other states that it's like you can't go out at all. So
it is interesting where they make the exceptions.
Yeah. Yeah. It would seem like the drink thing would be something that like California would have and not somewhere where people can just go out and I don't know. Maybe it is a thing there. I don't know. I don't know their thing going on.
Yeah, I don't know either. I heard that they have to take permits with them if they leave the house.
Yeah, I saw someone saying something about having like they had like a note in their car in case they get pulled over. It's like I can be out because they were like a pharmacist or something like that.
Yeah, weird stuff.
Yeah.
Government intervention.
Yeah.
Adios, freedoms.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna get that money, the like compensation.
Stimulus
yeah,
stuff?
there you go.
Probably not.
Probably not.
We're both working.
Yeah. I imagine it'd probably go to people that can prove that they're out of work. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Yeah.
That would seem like such a like you go online, you upload some sort of like like pay stubs or whatever showing that you haven't worked or something. I don't know.
$0 pay stubs.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. It's interesting.
How many people are
so many people work full time and don't make the $2,000 stimulus amount. Makes you like wish you didn't work.
No. How many people are in America? Like, what is our...
Isn't it like over 300 million?
327.2 million.
Okay.
So what would 372 million? That's right? 372 million? Or was it billion? Did I say million or billion?
No, that's right.
Million.
Yep.
Times like $1,000 per everyone. Is that like to the trillion? Is that like trillions? What is that?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Doesn't matter.
That would cost
Yeah.
a lot of money to give everyone money.
And Andrew Yang was proposing doing that every month. $1,000 every month. I mean, the amount of debt that this country is in is kind of hysterical in a sense anyway. It's almost like a made up number. Just keeps going up and up by
quadrillion.
So much, and then still government bailouts.
Kabillion,
and I've heard that like a lot of that money that we owe is to China. And I don't even understand how all of this like revenue and money and like money being borrowed from another country, but like what's the basis of the money? Like at what point do you owe money because you make it? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, we were talking money, and then I was excited about my arm. I was just thinking about it. So anyone that's watching the podcast can see how cool it is.
Talk about it, B.
What's there to talk about?
Well, you got more of it done.
Yeah, that's true. More colors. It's very cool. I'm very excited.
What is it for our audio listeners?
It's a tiger. Tiger with waves. He's like running down some rocks, splashing in the water. It's almost done. That's kind of, that's something too. Like I had an appointment scheduled, but I don't know if they closed down all the non-fundamental, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the businesses.
Yeah. I just have to look at the message that I got.
It's crazy though, like they'll keep the liquor stores open, but then we'll shut down. That's weird. That's weird. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess it's something that sells and it's important
to Americans.
Yeah. Yep. It's a lot of money, a lot of revenue, and like a lot of the liquor stores are pretty close quarters or have a lot of traffic. So how safe is it? I mean, I get that grocery stores are going to be open.
Yeah, the liquor store, we stopped in one today to get some Wild Basins because tequila gives us hangovers. And they had like little, they were like clear. I wonder what that was. Was that
glass.
Like glass or
like? That was glass.
Was it? Did you tap on it, or was it like that poly stuff?
I don't think it was plexiglass. It looked like it was actually glass.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's like, what does that actually do? Do you think that's blocking out the germs of the people? I doubt
we got to describe it a little more.
Okay, sorry. They're like checkouts had big pieces of glass like covered, surrounded, like it was like a frame of wood, and it was sitting on some like stilts that were sitting on the checkout counters that were like basically keeping people from talking directly at us. Yeah. It was large enough to cover like the top half of our bodies, I'd say, like so we weren't breathing on them or coughing, sneezing, whatever.
It was probably like 4 feet long and 2 feet high or something like that, and it was just strange. I mean, you would hand your ID under the glass, and I don't know how much that was doing, but they had it on every aisle, and she did definitely have to yell or talk way louder to get.
But it seemed like, what is that doing?
Across.
I
I don't know either. I guess an attempt to catch a sneeze.
Sneeze.
But I'd imagine that sneeze would go up and over.
Yeah. Oh, and okay, so here's in recent news too. I cut Eli's hair.
Oh yeah.
So that was even before. Was that last weekend?
That was Monday.
Yep. Yeah. So that was even before. Or well, because you could have gotten a haircut that day. That wasn't even resorting to being locked at home. That was me just like, I'm gonna cut his hair.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding. We are quarantine people.
Yeah, we did. We could have gone out and got you a haircut, but I did it instead.
Just like I want you to learn how to do this so we don't have to leave.
It was definitely painful that first time for sure. I was very sketched out, like, oh my God, am I doing this wrong? I watched like 2 YouTube videos, very different, both of them.
Yeah, they were.
But I know now that it's like I started just like, you literally don't have to do much like scissor cutting. You just use the buzzy things and then just trim the top if you need to. And I think I freaked out. I kept doing little touch-ups throughout the day too, because I was kind of like, let me just fix this. And I think we got it good. Like it's
good enough. Yeah. Good enough that it doesn't look out of place.
Now I cut hair and I fix treadmills. Yep. So
she's got a new role here in the house, and
won't let me cut his hair.
Her brother
I wouldn't do that either.
Whatever. Won't let her cut his hair.
He gets too upset about things. He would get mad if I did a bad job, whereas you'd be like, well, let's just shave it.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was like the worst that can happen would be that it gets so messed up that I just buzzed my head. And I've had my head buzzed for many years.
Didn't happen though. See?
But it didn't
Still
happen.
Got hair.
Here we go. Yeah.
The worst part was probably when I went rogue and just started.
Yeah, that was
you were like,
I knew as soon as you you came in hot, and all of a sudden you were like, I'm the best hairdresser of all time
with scissors.
I was like, are you going freestyle?
I did.
Yeah.
And that was the one spot that bothered me. I was like,
divot on the side, but
yeah, it's still kind of there, but it's not very noticeable. Your hair grows fast. It's already like.
I'm working from home anyway, so people don't know.
Yeah, but that was so much fun. After I did it, I was like, wow, I could just grow your hair out faster so I can cut it all the time.
Yeah, I know.
It's very fun.
Like your portfolio. This building, I definitely should have taken a before and after picture.
Ooh, did you ever do anything with that video of me putting it?
Done anything with the video. That is
share
like,
that. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, we probably should. I just have to chop it up because it was like 40 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, it took me, like an hour to cut your hair, but you go into like Floyd's and it takes them like 10 minutes.
Yeah. But
it was my first time cutting a man's hair though, so I would say it was pretty good.
I would say so too, and it'll just be faster next time using the clippers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have a better idea after doing it this time. And it's funny because the first thing I did based on the video that the lady I watched was she took the clip, like the buzzers, and then just did like a line on the bottom. And she's like...
on the back, like on the bottom of the neck.
back of the neck, yeah. And the video, it's like, she's like, make sure that you don't, stand in one spot and, rotate it. You got to make sure like you're walking around if you don't have a spinny chair to make sure it's all level and even. And then you were all scared that I went way too high up on you. And you were like that felt really high.
Yeah, you were like...
Yeah.
Like, wait.
I know I've cut a guy's hair on the back before. I've done like the little shaving of like the hairs and stuff. And I have cut too high before. Mm-hmm. But the video says you'll be able to see where the hairline like kind of ends, like where the hairs start to grow. It definitely was a little high on yours, but not noticeably high where it was just like, wow, I have done that before. So you're welcome that it didn't happen to you.
Well, that was the first thing they were talking about. So I was like, I hope that resonates because that can make a decent haircut look very silly. Very silly.
Yeah.
But also, what do you do if your hair starts growing like at the bottom of your neck? You just leave it all?
No. Oh, weird. No, you would rock a really cool mullet. Like if your hair grew way down on the back of your neck, you would just embrace it and go full mullet.
If I keep working from home, maybe I will.
That would be fun. Mullet? Like have a mullet?
If I had, just my front like this or how it was before we cut it even and then just let the back flow out.
That would be awesome.
It would be awesome. It's probably bad for business though.
Maybe. Worth a try if you grew your hair out long enough. I could try and make it so you have like a mini mullet. Like I could start off kind of...
very European.
Yeah. Mini mullet.
Yeah. I guess I could learn how to do a British accent and...
You don't need that. No.
But it would be nice.
Liverpool. Right.
Michael Caine from Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't think I'll ever do that. But
no.
I used to have a mullet wig, and that was cool.
Wow. I've never had a mullet.
Me neither. But I admired them. My stepbrother Aaron and I used to look them up on the internet in the early days of the internet. Kentucky waterfalls.
What do you want to look up on the internet? Mullets.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was something fun to do.
Yeah.
Mullets. Let's look at mullets.
What did you do?
Not looked at mullets. I don't know. I played outside.
Okay, I played outside too.
Yeah, but I didn't look up
You've
mullets.
never been on a computer?
I've been on a computer. I played like games. I didn't do mullet Google searches. It's weird.
What did you start searching? How was that weird?
How was that weird? I remember using the internet for like school stuff. I never like used it for like fun games and poking
you just
around.
Said you played games.
Yeah, like knowledgeable educational games.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of my favorites was to see how fast you can type and how accurate. I still do that for fun sometimes.
I'm terrible at it.
Very fast.
Never learned how to type correctly, so I've been freestyling that for a long time.
I took a class in 7th grade on how to type, and I think that really just...
Yeah. Yep. I wish I would have. It was an elective at the middle school that I transferred to, but I missed out on it. Guess my parents didn't think that it would be that useful or something. So I know my brother Jordan took it, and he was in 8th grade when we moved there. I was in 7th, so I missed it for 2 optional years. I think they had kids do it though in 6th grade, like you did a class on it.
I remember being really young in like the Catholic school that I went to, and there was like a really baby tiny little computer lab, and our classes were like 11, 12 kids, and like there was enough, and we would all do like little typing games and stuff. That was 5th or 6th grade, maybe even 4th grade. I don't know, but yeah.
When I was in 5th grade, we had a math class, and if you got done with your work, you could go to like one of the computers around the outside of the room, but it was just like you would play games where you're
calculate
a tank and you would shoot another tank or something. It wasn't like I was learning how to type, which I wish I would have, but yeah, I've developed my own style, and it's decent, but it's it is way slower than
I never learned
typing.
The numbers. I never learned which ones to like, or like over here. Like I didn't do very well with that. But I think it had to do with the numbers, just the fact that my brain does not process numbers well. So even on a keyboard, I still couldn't.
I like the keypad off to the side. Those are my favorite. I don't know where to go after you do that.
I'm sorry. That's funny. Oh, I just saw one of those ugly Jeep trucks drive by.
Patriot, I think. Is that what they're called? Do you know? They are
know.
pretty bad.
Man, you're popular, Mr. Popular Buzz phone.
No, Nick texted earlier and he asked if I could do him a favor, and I said, "What do you need?" And he didn't respond.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
In other news, The Bachelor finally ended, and we were a day behind that because we don't have the cable, and Peter is an idiot.
That was really strange.
Such a dumb ending. So dumb. I think that really let down everyone. Like, imagine going through that whole process and like having real feelings for someone and then being like almost manipulated. I mean, he was dumb anyways, but like this girl's like, you can't sleep with other girls. And then like he did that thing like where like you pretend you don't want them and you're just like, and then they come crawling back to you and they ended up with no one. Mm-hmm. Like, that's just so crazy. Like, it's like, how long are they all doing this stuff? Like 2 months, like 30 or 20 women, whatever. And like, you end up with none of them. Like, that's so stupid. It's so dumb.
Well, I think it's, it's well-deserved, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think for a while we were kind of rooting for like the smart girl, but then you kind of realize how dumb he is, and like he definitely deserves a dumb one. And,
even that doesn't work out, so I don't know, but yeah.
Sorry, that was just it was on my mind. I know we talked about it a lot in the past week, so I wanted to end that conversation.
Yeah, close out The Bachelor. I mean, now they announced who the Bachelorette is, and this lady was the first season, the only season that I've ever seen of the show. Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest, I really liked it. Not because it was good, because it was not good. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
And the new Bachelorette apparently was a lady who was on The Bachelor before as a contestant, but a while ago, and I don't know who she is, so I have zero investment.
She was on The Bachelor. They've got these spin-off shows, Bachelor in Paradise, and you're supposed to find love on that show too, and she was on that multiple times. It seems unfair that they're giving this lady a chance again. Like, I don't know, find someone new. I don't know. They've only had one Bachelorette lady, I think, that was a black lady. Like, get some more, diversity. Choose like an Asian man or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
So dumb.
I'm guessing that the format is Bachelor, Bachelorette.
Yes,
Bachelor,
exactly. It always rotates.
Yeah.
But I'm sure when that comes out with this lady, even though she's older, I mean, she's not even old. She's like, what, 40 maybe, 35? I don't know. But I will still watch it probably for the drama. Yeah. The stupid drama.
It'll be something, that's for sure.
Yeah. We'll need something to pass the time in our quarantine.
Hey, I have no idea how far apart they set those seasons.
I was going to say, if they are filming it now and then like it comes out months later, I wonder how they deal with the quarantine stuff. That reminds me too. I've seen all sorts of articles lately about people that are on like camping excursions and stuff, and like Big Brother. Never watched the show. They'd like seclude a bunch of people and like watch them on a camera sort of thing. I guess either it was
show's still going on.
I think, but I don't know if it's like prevalent in America. I think this was like the Canadian or like British version. I don't know. But some group that show, they didn't know about the coronavirus, and then they told them in like a recent episode what was going on, and they were like, whoa. But yeah, it's crazy that there are people out there that didn't even know this was a thing because they've just been gone or busy or distracted.
Well, if they're all secluded and just being watched on cameras, then they're probably in a safe spot.
Yeah.
Although very weird. And
very, very
don't know
weird.
why people would still watch
Wouldn't
that,
do it.
But I guess we just finished watching a season of The Bachelor and then talking about it. So who are we?
Yeah.
But we got to find something else. There is one more episode of Kill Tony.
Oh, wow.
They added another, but it's not the Q&A one. It was like the second show from their La Jolla
Oh, okay. Nice.
place. So that's
Are they
available.
going to do more of these like special episodes, do you think, with the...
I don't even know.
They got to do something somehow, so...
Or they don't. I mean, but it'll be interesting.
You see that stretch? She had like the arched back. Oh, here she comes.
It made me tired.
Little weenie.
Hi. Hi there.
Hi, people.
Hi there.
Oh,
There she goes. Oh, jeez.
Beep boop, beep boop.
Hi, baby Puppo. Oh, that's nice. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shall we wrap this up?
Yeah.
All right.
That's, yeah.
Sounds good. Thank
Video
you guys
game
for
time.
tuning in. Yeah, it's time to relax. It's been a busy week and weekend.
Thank God it's only Saturday still.
Yeah. Thank the heavens. And I'm glad that you suggested that we get this done.
Of course.
So thank you all for tuning in. I think this is 26. So
Is it?
I think so. So yeah. Thanks. Look forward to seeing you next time. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us or whatever. And yeah, rate and review it if you could. If you're listening on Apple or iTunes.
Give us a bad score.
Yeah, whatever.
Eli will take his shirt off.
No. All right, guys. Thanks again. Take care. See you next time. Taking the credit.